Greetings and welcome to City of Destiny, a part of the Untold Stories Project. I am your host and game master, Aaron. This is our actual play of the Emerald City Knights Adventure series for Mutants and Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG from Green Ronin Publishing. Mutants and Masterminds is a D20-based system which allows players and GMs to create stories featuring all of the greatest heroes of their imagination. You've probably seen a lot of Mutants and Masterminds if you've been watching our channel with any regularity. Personally, I love Mutants and Masterminds for any number of reasons, not least of which is its flexibility while still being simple. But I also like it because it gives out hero points. Hero points are those little bit of narrative oomph that allow heroes to re-roll a die, take an extra action, recover from a dangerous condition, or use a power stunt to use their abilities in creative ways. Our heroes each start with one of these hero points, and they can get additional points for good role-playing, funny jokes, clever decisions from me using their weaknesses against them, and by your generosity. That's right, if you subscribe, renew a subscription, or donate bits to the stream, you will generate a hero point which can be given to the hero or game master of your choice. We are a small but growing streaming network. All of those follows and subscribes and bits help keep us visible and growing and pay our bills. Now, let's meet our heroes for tonight, shall we? Say hello, heroes.
Hello, heroes.
Hello, heroes.
Heroes.
Hello, heroes. I was on mute.
Heroes, let's go ahead and have you introduce yourselves. Tell us your name, who you are playing, something interesting about them, and answer our question of the week, which is, tell us what your character admires most about the hero to your left. Which, don't worry about figuring out real world left and right. Just look at the overlay on the screen. So we will kick it off with Alex.
Refer to the flow chart you were given earlier.
Yes. Hi, everybody. My name is Alex. I am the assistant developer for Mutants Masterminds, as well as the author of the Titan City Chronicles novel series. And tonight, as always, I will be playing the parts of Ethan Blackwell, aka Crucible, aka the Mortimer Mouse character performer of Magnetism.
Oh my
god. As for the question of the day, one of my favorite things, and one of the things I admire most about Professor Cephalopod, who's on my left, technically, is that Wiki has taken a character that could have been a one-note gimmick and injected a whole bunch of humanity into this octopus. And there's a lot more beneath the surface than is initially apparent when you first hear, we have an octopus in a mech suit on our show. And that makes me happy every time I get to talk about it. And I'll pass it over to Wiki.
Hi, I'm Wiki. I am the aforementioned octopus in a mech suit. You can find me all around this channel at various times, mostly on Tuesdays. And the thing that Seth most admires about Portal, and no one should tell him this because he will be angry, is that no matter what kind of dumpster fire his personal life is, he seems, and this is hilarious based on how I think tonight will go, but he seems to be able to, when it comes down to the superheroing, he seems to be able to focus and be a good team member when it comes down to it.
It is not his fault that you have chosen to collide his personal life and his hero life.
I personally like that Portal's personal life is a dumpster fire.
And everybody.
And I will pass it to Brandon.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brandon, and I play the aforementioned Portal, who has the ability to create portals, but not the ability to create interesting or original superhero names. I would say the thing that Portal admires most about Keone is that Keone is that bitch. And with that, I'll pass it over to Aunt Puppy.
Not wrong. So I'm Aunt Puppy. I got my name because my niece doesn't know how to pronounce my actual name. I play Keone, which the fun fact about her is that until I started the stream, I didn't actually know how to pronounce her name. So that's a fun fact. The thing that Keone admires most about about Dr. Irons is her punch first, ask questions later mentality.
Of course.
I mean,
shocked.
right? I mean, just like flabbergasted that would be her pick. But you know, I mean, when we go into battle and her and I both look at each other and go, why can't we do the thing? There's already a bond. And with that, I will pass it over to Joe.
So, hi, I'm Joe, and I play Carol Irons. Interesting fact about Carol is she was accidentally vegetarian when she was trapped in the nether realm for 10 years.
That's hilarious.
Kind of
I mean,
sad.
anyways, it was crazy thought. And then what she admires about Crucible is that between the three kids, he seems to be the one that has his shit together the most. So she worries about him the least. She appreciates that.
That's because I fuck up quietly.
She hasn't seen
No,
that
it's
yet.
because you don't celebrate your fuck ups.
And it's also like the first time she met you, you were just passed out the entire time. And oh, you actually do things. This is good. Okay. When you're awake.
You set the bar really low that first encounter.
It's weird. My consciousness was possessed by whoever was running the scenario.
Hashtag Crucible's normal state of mind.
I
My
just want to
player.
point out though, that was a really smooth answer the question session.
I know. What are we doing? I do want to clarify why I think the accidental vegetarian thing is funny, because Seth the person is a vegetarian.
Oh yeah, and
I remember you saying that.
Carol the person is not.
But octopus aren't, and they can't be. So he dies a little inside every time he has to eat.
So he's an accidental carnivore.
Yeah.
Right. Well, like I said, my players, everybody. When last we saw our heroes, it was the aftermath of the prison break, and our heroes returned to Emerald Tower, and Tommy and Peter finally went out on their date, while Keone and Crucible went to the reception at Emerald Tower for all of the Mars Tech employees, and Professor Cephalopod and Dr. Irons were big old creepers spying on everybody from the lab. Despite all odds and lots of awkwardness, the date was completely successful, even with it being interrupted by a phone call from the New Raven, who told Portal that he was in town looking into the actions of Conundrum, an old foe of Raven's.
Portal's in complete denial and has not processed that at all yet.
Similarly, the reception was going fantastically. And Dr. Irons and Professor Cephalopod came down to enjoy a dance until an attack by foe occurred. A telepathic message told the assembled crowd, with the exception of Crucible, that Mars didn't run Emerald City, foe did. Mars then stepped through a portal, and the glass walls of the lobby were shattered, raining glass and debris down on the crowd. Our heroes managed to stop the glass from doing any serious damage. There were minimal injuries, no fatalities. And Portal has perhaps secured a trace of the dimensional energies for the portal to at least suggest what direction Mars was taken in. But before the heroes could start to follow that trail, they were alerted to 3 significant crimes being committed by the foe members from the breakout. There was an earthquake that was tearing open buildings in the Diamond District with looting occurring. There were the silent alarms going off at the art museum. And there was a shipping container that had been lifted into the sky by a set of drones and was being flown away. As they were trying to figure out how they were going to deal with any one aspect of that crime wave, that was when Professor Cephalopod gave a gift to Tommy, a fully functioning nanite-based Overwatch supersuit. And we left off with our heroes as Tommy activated the suit for the first time. So, let's pick up right there, shall we?
Absolutely not.
You're not there.
Room, are you just yelling out over comms?
You're not my real dad.
So
Mean.
Portal was getting the van ready for activation. Professor Cephalopod and Overwatch are in the computer lab. I don't know where everyone else is.
Overwatch, Carol, and Professor C are in the computer lab.
Right.
Everyone else, I believe, is in the hangar.
Crucible, Keone, is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the face of I don't remember.
Well, I'm letting you guys decide.
The last thing Keone remembers is that she was dancing in a snowstorm with Crucible. So, I mean, what happened after that?
Then there was a fight.
It wasn't a fight, really.
Then there was an interruption.
Yes.
There we go.
But I think it was the promise of a fight that made Keone go to the hangar.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in the computer lab, Tommy has activated the suit for the first time and is standing there in his black and silver outfit. There's a set of goggles covering the upper half of his face with a full HUD display, and he's looking at all of the data coming in from the sensors, seeing how it's pointing out available networks that he can patch into, and going, this is really cool.
And the ones that are there that he can hack into.
Right. So should I guess I should come with you guys, because it sounds like there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Work and walk while we figure out what we're doing. You need to start searching for Mars's tech. His phone, his smartwatch, the man has nanites on him. Any means by which you can ping him?
Point of order, Mars does not have nanites on him.
Seth does not believe that.
Fair.
Whether that's true or not.
Okay.
So get to work on that. We'll meet the others in the hangar.
All right. So Tommy will follow you guys as you make your way to the elevator and go up to the hangar.
Over the comms, as we're making our way up to the hangar, the rest of the team will hear, does anyone know how to contact any of the other local heroes?
I'm trying to remember if we have a way of contacting Mongrel.
So we didn't establish one, but it has been, a couple of months. I'm going to GM Fiat and say that, yes, you do have the ability to contact Mongrel.
I will send Mongrel a text.
Okay.
Hey, a lot of dangerous stuff going on in town. If you're out and about, it would be nice for some help.
Possibly send him toward the museum.
Break in at the art museum.
And he'll send a message back that says, I'm not far from there. I'll be there shortly.
Thanks. Don't eat anybody? Question mark.
I don't do that.
Portal is staring at his phone with a very pensive look on his face. Deep sigh. And then he's going to make a call.
Okay.
So
He's making
whenever
that call.
Raven answers,
He'll answer.
hey, you probably know, you have heard in some way, but there's some serious shit going down. Foe is hitting us from multiple angles. We need assistance.
It's your city. What's the play?
Crap, I need my notes.
He is like Batman.
He was supposed to head toward the museum as well.
Yes. That's right. I I knew he was at a safe place, and all of a sudden my brain went. We need you to head to the museum. There's a break-in there. One of the local heroes, Mongrel, will be there to assist.
Is anyone else coming, or should we engage as soon as Mongrel arrives?
There at this time, there is no plan for additional backup.
Wait till he hears.
The Raven will understood. Raven out.
Shake it off and put my phone away.
I might understand that Raven is in town. I say as we enter the hangar.
When you say we,
Yep.
Oh yes, all three of us.
Portal doesn't hear your question.
Tommy, that's sick.
What are you wearing?
Right. It's a power suit.
What kind of powers do you have?
Amazing. I think Cyrus did a wonderful job on this. He's gonna be really.
Cyrus did
really
a
great.
what?
Huh?
Cyrus did a what?
He
I'm sorry. Was that a secret?
he designed exactly what we
particularly.
talked about and what you were worried about me getting hurt.
And that's exactly why I was trying to keep you away from the fighting.
Yeah, well, I hate to tell you this, but that was never going to happen. So at least this way, I should be reasonably safe. I mean, I'm looking at the defensive specs on here, and I think I am at least as well protected as anyone else on the team.
Hold. Back up. You just looked at the specs. This is brand new, untested tech.
My tech is never untested.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And even then, like, you have both of us now here to help maintain this stuff. It's not like just one person you particularly dislike is gonna help take care of Tommy. And also Tommy can totally help us now as well. Like, I know you're up in your feels and all that, but you need to hold up and like put the priority of the public out in front of number one right now, because this is a little much.
So Carol says this person, it's not just the one person you dislike. And in Steph's mind, he goes, wait, Peter doesn't like me?
Hey, Tommy.
Okay.
Tommy,
Maybe
is
I can
that
sort of recover from that personally, and then I can get back into character.
What was that, Alex?
Tommy? Is that suit magnetic?
No, it is non-ferrous.
Whack.
Look, you're not the only person who can control magnetism.
Yeah, that death magnetic person is very dangerous.
Yes.
Whoever he or she may be.
We need to talk about this, and we can't do it right now.
No, we cannot. We have Mongrel and Raven at the museum. I assume that New Raven, because that was announced, right? It was like publicly announced. Okay.
It was publicly announced that there was a new Raven who was a male operating out of New York City.
Okay. I assume that the new Raven is at least close to as good with technology as the old one.
Raven wouldn't pick anyone as her successor unless they were the best.
Because they could be a great help to Tommy's task of attempting to track Mars.
Tommy goes, I go.
Your talents will be of much more use helping people at the earthquakes.
Aaron,
Yes.
How far away is the earthquake zone from the art museum?
About 3 miles.
I hate you.
I got a map of Freedom City. Or Emerald City. I didn't draw it.
But I hate you in ways that I love so much. Okay.
And how far away are the 3 spots from the tower?
So the tower is they kind of form any 3 spots form a triangle, but they almost form a perfect isosceles triangle between the Diamond District, the art museum, and where the tower is. They form kind of a perfect isosceles triangle.
3 miles from either any 2 points.
No, I would say that. Okay, maybe not perfect isosceles triangle. It does kind of, if the tower is the bottom part of the V, the tower is probably just about 2 miles to either of them, but they're about 3 miles apart from each other.
Okay.
The shipping containers are, down near the port, which is a good 5 to 6 miles away. And you're not sure how far you are going to have to go down to the southeast to follow where your initial read of the teleportation portal was headed.
Then I tell you what, I will stay here so that I can help out at both the Diamond District and make sure that brand new tech that hasn't been tested doesn't kill my boyfriend.
My tech is never untested.
Wait, he's your boyfriend?
This is not the time.
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of.
I'm gonna give Tommy a high five.
So we're going to have to make a slight alteration to the plan as written, now that we know distances.
Okay.
So we've got Raven and Mongrel at the museum. We're going to assume they can deal with that. If they can't, they can contact us.
But okay.
Huh?
Bold assumption, but okay.
Not with Raven in play. It's not a bold assumption. So they've got that. Murder Mommy and Snow Cone should still head to the earthquake, which means that, and the docks are a lot farther away than I thought. So I think that Portal and I should head there. Or not Portal. Ethan and I should head there.
Who's going to head southeast? after Max?
That would be, I mean, it's going to be Overwatch. He's the one doing the tracking at the moment. We can send Raven once the museum situation is handled.
I won't go in, but I can follow the tracks at least.
Keep your GPS on at all times. Do not engage anyone for any reason. This isn't just about the tech. Going in alone for any reason, for any threat is
No, I
dangerous.
understand. I understand. I'm not going to go in.
I would like to point out that Tommy is not stupid. If Tommy was stupid, I wouldn't have given Tommy technology.
Tommy has also never done this before.
No, but I've
And
been-
until 2 months ago, most of you have never done this before.
I've been training for years.
That makes-
years.
I mean, Tommy and I play a lot of Halo. That's gotta be the same
Precious.
thing, right?
You're not helping.
Peter, I don't want you to blame Seth. If he hadn't done this, I was going to ask Mars.
Oh, don't worry. Seth is not the only person I'm angry at right now. But you need to stay safe. And you need to get going. And then he'll give him a kiss on the forehead.
Take one of the stealth vehicles. I'm assuming we have a stealth vehicle.
You do not have a stealth vehicle, but the Sky Cycles are probably the stealthiest option.
After Portal kissed Tommy on the forehead, Keone's gonna punch Ethan in the arm, like, like, look, but like aggressively harder than she meant to.
Oh, you got me right underneath the plate. Ugh.
And unlike many of you, Tommy actually has ranks in vehicles, so he can actually pilot it.
Yeah.
I could pilot it if you don't turn it on.
That's not piloting it.
I have vehicles. I have ranks in vehicles, but for some reason my bonus is 0.
What's your dex?
Not 0.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, work on it. We'll fix it later, but
It has it at a -4 in the special modifier for some reason.
that would probably mean that you don't actually have ranks in vehicles,
Yeah.
because vehicles is a cannot be used untrained. So if it didn't have the minus in there, it would let you do it at your dex.
That must have been something we changed when we redid the sheet.
Yeah, looking at your Hero Lab sheet, you don't have any points in vehicles. But in any case,
Please be careful.
I will. So Tommy will get on a Sky Cycle. Little cord will extend out of the gauntlet of his suit and plug directly into the Sky Cycle. And he will fly off into the night. Never to be seen again.
Have fun in NPC heaven.
All
Say
right.
hi to Rar.
Oh,
Keone, Dr. Irons, you're with me. And I'll open up a portal over to the Diamond District.
Can you get us as close to the docks as you can before you go?
I can get you 2 miles. And he'll open another one 2 miles, west?
Keone, be careful.
It's like, is that something we're supposed to do?
I'm always careful.
And
So let me make sure
punch that Lord Quake guy in the face for me.
Let me make sure I've got this right then.
Gladly.
So, Kione or Professor Cephalopod and Crucible are heading towards the docks.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to put the two of you on that map.
There's a map?
Kind of.
We don't have. Oh, it's another one of the. Cool.
It's another one of the grid dealies because
the flowchart map.
well, because the thing is being flown. So I was like, I cannot possibly map out the entire city. So
Ogric just subscribed.
Ooh, thank you, Ogric.
Thank you for
Yay!
subscribing. What this does do, according to your question, is it gives you a hero point that you can give to the player or GM of your choice.
Tommy.
He's not a player.
Not a player. He's because he's technically the GM.
He is the GM.
Oh, I mean, that's how you
But
do it.
but you'd have to specify that it's for the GM to use for Tommy.
I now have an ad running for something for some kind of item called portals.
That's funny. All right, so and then Kione and
Snowkirk
Dr. Irons are going to the Diamond District to deal with the earthquakes.
All
As
three
his
of
portal.
us.
As is Portal. Okay.
Right before either team goes through their portals, Seth will turn to Carol and go, Carol, watch the kids.
First year. Have fun on your end.
So Portal needs to also get taken over there.
For the record, Professor, we're doing a smash and grab, right? Like, we're not going to stick around and fight anybody.
What do you mean?
They're trying to steal a shipping container, right? So let's just steal it and
Correct.
take it somewhere else.
All right.
Okay.
Let's first deal with what the site looks like in the Diamond District. I'm put the three of you against the far left edge of the map. I'm going to assume that you're actually on a building top just off the edge of the map and didn't teleport directly into the view of everything. But so what you will see is that the Diamond District has been thoroughly damaged. One building is partially collapsed. There are mounds of stone and earth that have been pulled up, kind of creating barriers in the middle of the street. There are cop cars parked near the barriers with officers ducking down behind the barriers, trying to figure out what they're going to do. You see Lord Quake coming up out of the ground, screaming out, "You have ripped your wealth from the earth. I reclaim it in the name of my people." And standing with him is Gargantua, who Portal and Kione should recognize, and Dr. Irons would only recognize from having read about the time that Mars was attacked by 3 members of Foe. He was working with Cannon.
Ugh, that guy sucks.
There are alarms blaring. There are people inside some of the buildings hiding, but you don't see any non-police officers on the street at the moment.
So those NPCs are the police officers?
Yes.
Okay.
Are
they groups of police officers, or is it just there's 4 police officers?
There are 4 police officers by that barrier. There are more elsewhere on the map.
Okay.
So
If you look around at some of the other barriers, you'll see.
Okay. But they're
uh,
not like a pod, like what you did before, where you had like a pod of them to move
Nope.
around. Okay.
nope. Each token is one police officer. Meanwhile, how fast do you fly, Ethan?
Oh, I fly pretty fast. Let me double check. And while I'm double checking, we forgot to mention that we have art for Dr. Irons now.
Oh,
Officially.
we do.
I'm going to flash it up on the screen for all the folks at home.
she's official.
She's official.
She's a real girl.
So she should be up and visible for
Halfway
everybody.
real.
Doesn't she look cool?
That's my wife,
Kind of.
sort of.
That's my wife.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Ethan can fly 250 miles an hour or half a mile around.
Okay. So it will not take you long flying away from where Portal drops you. Before you see yeah, it's a cargo container. That is being flown away by 6 of Dreadnought's drones. And flying nearby, you see Dreadnought. You would see Death Magnetic. You would see Cyber Knight. And a flaming man who might be the escapee from the prison, but you've never seen him in costume before, so you don't recognize him. And standing on the shipping container, there is a Chinese man wearing an outfit with a bit of a dragon motif and a mask, and his hands are glowing with energy.
How do you want to play this, Steph?
Smash and grab. Steph's like, we're outclassed. Let's not. I don't know if we're outclassed, but we're definitely outnumbered.
Yeah, we're not outclassed, just outnumbered.
All right.
It's Death Magnetic. How bad could she be?
So if I've done this right, both parties should be able to see their respective maps.
Yes,
Yeah,
we can't. I cannot see the jewelry area. So
what I would like to do, and I'm just going to run this because I've got the thing that I normally hate about Roll20 is actually going to work out in my favor today. That all of the different maps get, or all of the different tokens, regardless of map, stay on your turn order tracker, at least for the GM. I'm going to run this as a, we'll just bounce back and forth from map to map based on the initiative tracker. So would everyone like to go ahead and roll initiative for me?
as soon as we see what we're coming up against, Seth will radio to Portal to
God.
stay stay ready, because we've got 5 supers here, and he knows he's the one that could get here the fastest. Where's my token? There's my token.
I'm insane right now. I cannot find. Don't do this to me, computer. This is not the day.
Computer, she will smash you. We have determined that.
I mean, Blind. I don't know where initiative is. I feel dumb.
It's right next to defenses, 2 blocks down from the name on your character sheet. Right, it's the number right next to attacks, and then there's initiative right next to it.
Thank you. Jeez Louise.
Robnix, it's good to see you. How have you been? It has been a long time no see.
All right. And Dr. Irons had a 7. Which map is Dr. Irons on again? I have to bounce maps, but you guys should.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is. I completely agree.
So I want to point out
Mhm.
that I had decided to spend the points for the firewall that we talked about,
Right.
but I don't think it actually got added to the sheet yet.
I don't believe it has, but I
Okay.
will remember it. All right. So at the top of our heroes initiative, Keone has a 32.
Good Lord, she was raring to punch something.
Yep. Professor C has a 15. Portal has a 14. Crucible has a 13. And Dr. Irons has a 7.
And Ogric is giving his extra hero point to Professor Cephalopod.
Okay.
Ooh.
I have a feeling we're going to need it.
You'll be
That
fine.
seems somewhat likely. So over in the Diamond District, Keone, you have the highest initiative.
Of course I do.
I mean, you see a Lord Quake and a Gargantua.
Well, I'm going to try and freeze them to the ground. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on the defense before I go on the offense.
Okay.
So I'm going to attempt to freeze them to the ground. That's the cone of cold, right?
No, the Cone of Cold is damage.
Freeze. Got it. To 12.
I think it's an area effect, so I don't think your die roll actually matters. It only matters, well, all that matters is the DC for them to resist.
And that's
So
a 19.
that sounds right. All right, and it is, I believe, resisted by reflex or by dodge.
Where does it say that?
It probably doesn't on the Roll20 character sheet, but
Okay.
it should be resisted by dodge.
Yeah, because it would make hindered, invulnerable, or immobile and defenseless. So I would assume they need to dodge out of its way.
Yep. So Gargantua is hindered and vulnerable. So he can still move. He's partially frozen. Lord Quake. God damn, both have terrible dodge saves. Come on, roll. Lord Quake exactly rolls a 14, so he is also hindered and vulnerable. So you don't completely freeze them to the ground, but they're both partially frozen, slowed down, and their defenses are lowered.
Take that, Sandman Jr. I just watched Spider-Man, so it's going to be a lot of Spider-Man and pirate references today.
Got it. Yeah. Lord Quake looks up at you and says, I would have made you my queen.
Hey!
You're not there.
But his possessiveness warning is tingling.
What did I call it? His Ethan. Oh God, what was it? His Ethan itch.
His Ethan itch is itching.
Meanwhile, up in the air,
Crap.
Crucible and Professor Cephalopod.
Yep.
Are you trying to approach them stealthily, or?
I mean, Probably.
as much as that's possible.
Seth
Flying
isn't a
through the
complete
air.
moron.
I mean, cover me, Seth. I'm just gonna grab it if I can and pull it over here, and we'll just get out of here.
So that sounds like not particularly stealthy.
Guess not.
Smash and grab.
Literally.
Okey-dokey.
I will extend my Magneto arm and try to drag it away from them.
When
I
it gets to you.
When it
Yeah.
gets to me, yes.
I forgot who I was here with.
So as you guys are flying nearby, flying up, breaking formation away from Dreadnought, the flaming super turns, flies towards the two of you, kind of on an interception course.
Mhm.
And while he's back some distance, concentrates with for a moment. A burst of flame fires out of his head towards Crucible and does nothing.
It's a real hothead.
Because somebody has a helmet that makes him immune to mental damage effects.
I will flip him the bird.
And he just kind of goes, huh. I didn't expect that. Stuff happens in the Diamond District, but it's all off map, so I'm not going to mention it yet. Professor Cephalopod, you're up.
Is it just one container they're attempting to steal?
It is just one container that they are attempting to steal.
I would like to, since we're right there by the docks, I'm just gonna bleep, bleep, bloop into the shipping manifest. I want to know what's in this thing.
Give me a computers or a technology check.
Tell me that's the sound he makes whenever he investigates.
Why are you guys always wanting him to make weird sounds? What is that?
He's an octopus.
No, that's
Octopus.
In a tank that gets to move around, there has to be some crazy sounds going on.
That is a 30.
Octopi are required to make funny noises. That's just like, that's a law or something.
Yeah, like his little, when he scoots around, all I can hear is the maid from the Jetsons.
That's in your brain. He doesn't make noise.
Oh, you see, but I make the noise whenever he walks.
But you're not here.
So
the noises are a team effort.
Professor Cephalopod, you're able to determine that it comes from the Department of Defense and the contents are redacted.
Of course they are.
Boo.
Nothing could go wrong with that.
Yep.
So
Does
you
this
can figure
mean
that
you're
out.
gonna re-steal something from the DoD?
Oh no.
Seth has eidetic memory yet. Do you remember what they were trying to steal from that crate the last time they were trying to steal a crate?
Seth would remember. Wiki doesn't remember. Whatever it was, they weren't. It wasn't the DoD. It was Aegis,
It was.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
and they weren't happy that I looked at it. But
Nope, they were not.
whatever. They can get over it.
Could still be relevant.
All right, so that's probably a standard action for you. So
Yeah.
All right, back over to the Diamond District portal.
So first, I want to say one of the things I really like about Mutants and Masterminds is I checked, and apparently, indeed, whoever was doing the math set up the maximum damage for a fall to be equivalent to the terminal velocity of a human being.
Nice.
It's true.
So,
Why do I feel like that's about to come into play?
I can't understand that. I would like Gargantua to make a dodge save as a portal opens up underneath him.
Nice.
Okay. And you can just get Gargantua into one of your portals.
Just barely.
Just barely.
It is just his size.
A dodge save at his halved dodge.
Yeah, because he's frozen. So wait, so the only reason you can do that is because I froze him and kind of lifted him up a little bit, right? Because don't you have to have clearance underneath them?
Not really. It's
Okay.
How does a 19 strike you?
I think that bastard may have somehow managed to save.
That was a 17 on the die.
Let's see here.
His dodge is currently 2.
Yeah, the DC is 19.
All right. So rather than say that he dodges out of the way, because that doesn't make any sort of sense, I will say that as the portal opens under his feet, he reaches a giant hand out to the building and grabs onto it to prevent it falling through.
Splits. Like, just
Yeah.
follow along.
Either
the edge.
way, I'm very annoyed. And when that happens, he Portal yells out, "And he didn't even tell me!" And yes, the antecedent there is purposely vague.
Yep.
Brandon might be an English teacher using the word antecedent just now.
Just maybe.
Maybe.
Back in the sky, also breaking away from formation and flying towards the two of you is Cyber Knight.
Stupid woman.
And she kind of looks at you and just says, and kind of says, "Why won't you just let us be?"
Because you're being a supervillain in our town?
Good one.
If you were just a regular villain, maybe we'd leave you alone. Try jaywalking.
You make it sound like we have choices. And she points her lance at Crucible.
That zapped me. I was being lippy.
And fires a net at you.
Really?
Yep, really. Oh, that's a natural 1. I don't think that will miss you.
I raised my hand and moved the net away with magnetism.
Does the net have magnets in it? Or metal in it?
It's probably got the metal spikes that nail you to the ground when it wraps you up.
Or weights?
Or weights, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, a net, really?
It tracks.
Sounds like, don't get cocky, kid.
But she hovers still between the two of you and the thing.
The thing.
And that makes it Crucible's turn.
I have a question.
I have an answer. Let's see if they match.
Is the thing in the crate magnetic?
What's in the box?
In the container. I do have accurate and analytical sense for magnetism.
You do.
Or for metal objects, I think, even.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say... although, do you have penetrating?
No.
I don't know. Ask Keone later.
Then you shouldn't... Ouch. Without penetrating, you shouldn't actually be able to look inside of a container. If the container itself is metal.
But technically, he's not looking. He's not using his vision sense, right?
Right, but the sense is not penetrating, is what I'm saying.
Could we come up with a different thing to call that?
Can we just keep saying that word over and over
That's
again?
what it's called. That is
It's called
called
penetrating.
that's in
No,
the rules.
I realize that's what it's called, but it is us. So maybe we could call it something else.
In
I
any
mean,
case,
Most people
I'm not going to get hung up on the
benefit
details.
directly.
You can determine that what is inside the container is a large collection of high-tech energy weapons and projectiles.
Awesome.
But you can sense magnetism, right?
I can.
You can also sense that Death Magnetic is currently holding a magnetic shield around it also to try to hold it in place. They were prepared for you.
I get the impression that this is all projectile weapons and energy weapons and stuff like that.
As far as you can tell.
I have precise move object. Do I feel any like grenade pins or anything?
No.
I'll just blow it up.
Yeah, I'll just
Better
blow the
to
whole
blow
thing
it-
up. Screw it.
It's better to blow it up and let them have it.
We don't need it.
Because I was thinking the same thing, except I was thinking,
But I will say
To do
that
it
if
my
you
way.
want to try to detonate them, I will let you do that with a contest of power with Death Magnetic.
I would like to do that.
Feels bad.
It's a contained explosion. It'll be fine. It'll be safe. It'll be good.
I mean, that could be shit tons of shrapnel.
this is
Also, like, the
I am-
weapons will then be dropping down.
I
This
am
is the-
specially made to prevent that from happening.
All right.
this is the docks, right?
Yeah.
It is the nighttime, correct?
There is probably not a lot of people flying above.
There should be like 4 night guards who are probably asleep in
What
their
if you
little booths.
strategically only hit those 4 night guards?
Well, you know. Oh, damn it. I spent a hero point because I rolled a 17 the first time.
Uh-huh.
I got an 11 on the hero point reroll, so I got a total of 25 for my opposed power check with Death Magnetic.
The worst possible thing to roll on a reroll.
Well, Death Magnetic got a 9 for a total of 20. So the hero point reroll was worth it because the 17 wouldn't have done it. But the 25 will beat her.
Awesome. So I will close my eyes, focus my energy, and I'll just start pulling triggers and pulling pins and cracking containment cells, anything I can find that causes
And
things
nuke
to.
goes off. on
I
the
mean,
dock.
I was going to reach in there and try to set the technology pieces to overload. So we both had the same idea.
Can
And
we
I thought
do
I
this?
thought Portal was being reckless.
And I will use the container, which is magnetic, as well as Death Magnetic's energy field, to collapse it together into a small ball of exploding metal.
Can we all hear this? Like, what's up in the
But
dark?
I
imagine
don't
he's driving
think-
it out loud.
I don't think
You could probably
that
hear
Ethan
the
is giving a
explosions.
play-by-play.
Yeah, you could probably hear the explosion, but I'm not saying what I did to cause the explosion.
Okay.
Okay. So Crucible does that.
How far
Um,
away are we from the
Innocent
everything?
bystanders.
We've covered the fact that there's probably not much in the way of innocent bystanders. And
I'm
one would
and
hope-
I'm preventing the explosion from spreading.
Yeah.
And one would hope that any innocent bystanders that did happen to be in the docks saw 5 supervillains and left.
Well, and also they were flying away at the same time that you guys were flying towards them. So you aren't still over the docks. On the other hand, looking at the map coming from the Emerald Tower, you would currently be over the bay. So there's water under you.
See, we're good. We're good. We know what we're doing.
Okay. So you do that. And
You do that.
But
you
again,
can-
how far away are we from the people who flew toward us and the shipping container people?
I mean, it's all kind of abstract because you guys are all moving at such great speeds.
Right. But we're
I think Cyber Knight is the only one who's close to us.
Cyber Knight and the fire projector
Mhm.
are pretty close. I'd say within about somewhere between 50 and 100 feet.
Okay.
The shipping container itself was probably closer to 300 feet away.
Okay.
Because again, they were trying to get out, they were flying away with it, and the Cyber Knight and Fireball and Cyber Knight had flown towards you guys to kind of intercept. Which also means that the poor martial artist mystic on top of the container.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Huh?
I said, oh yeah, that guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Those martial artist types always have safe fall. He'll be fine.
You can go for a swim. It's fine.
You do hear,
no, we don't always.
You do hear the amplified voice of Dreadnought coming over his suit's speakers, and he goes, "You little shits!"
Eat
He
a
already
dick.
hates me.
Everything good on your side? Who was that?
It's okay. We're just trash talking the villains.
No, I don't. I think he came over his loudspeaker, not ours.
Oh, it probably came through. The people on the comms probably heard his loudspeaker over. Meanwhile, back in the Diamond District, the police officers are ducking down for cover behind the. I probably shouldn't have bothered switching screens. Yeah, they're ducking down for cover and opening fire on Gargantua and Lord Quake, but to absolutely no effect. Go fig. Meanwhile, Death Magnetic
back at the docks.
Death Magnetic is going to release the container.
Fair.
Because why hold on to it if it's exploding?
Yep. And looks at Ethan and says, "Would you like to see a new trick I learned?"
I would love to.
I would not.
Although I think that this is probably proof that being good makes the nanites work better. Just so you know.
Ethan, give me a will save.
Oh no.
A what?
A will save.
What?
Oh no.
24.
24?
Yeah.
Not a 26?
Not a 26.
Wait for
Your
it.
magnetic powers have all been nullified.
Oh. Cool.
Failed by. Oof. Ah. Nullified's nasty.
My armor just got really heavy and the sky got really light.
Uh-huh. So you are probably what? 50 feet above the water?
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds right.
Oh, and that explosion's no longer contained.
No, the explosion was still contained. I mean, that was an instantaneous effect. It exploded. It's contained. I'm
Okay,
not
so
that
it
mean of a
already
GM. I'm just mean enough to make Ethan fall.
Can I spend a hero point to attempt to catch him?
Yes, you may.
Please catch him like a baby.
I will catch him the way that he gets caught.
Two
I
little
have
tentacles reach out and grab me by my arms and hold me up like a cat that's been scruffed.
All right.
Well,
What do you want me to grab for that, I assume?
Yeah, you're grabbing him with the difficulty of Ethan's normal dodge or normal parry.
31.
You are able to grab Ethan before he falls because of spending the hero point.
He will hear, I know I can't actually do anything yet, but he will hear, hold your breath.
Okay.
I will lift. No, I won't. I'm secret identity. Just kidding. Boop.
For the record, Alex, this is not a sustained nullify effect, so you will be able to reactivate your powers on your turn.
Okay. That's cool.
But
But that's a whole turn of me not having a toughness bonus.
Sure is.
Yeah.
And launching himself off of the exploding container, the mystic flies towards you. He was standing on the container, not because he couldn't fly, but just because he was standing guard.
I just felt like it was a good chance that they don't send someone who can't fly to the flying mission.
You know, there's a certain degree of sense to that.
And you know, Steph's whole thing was, and if they did send somebody who can't fly, that's not my fault. That sounds like a faux problem to me.
He's gonna jump over here and kick me in the face while you've got me grabbed.
He kind of is, actually. He's going to fly towards you. You see this dragon manifest around him. Yeah, he does a flying, literally a flying kick into
A
Ethan.
flying kick to your face.
Uh-huh.
God, that was pretty cool, actually.
Right, let me find, there's the click kick. That is a 22 to hit your grappled Harry.
That will hit.
That is a DC 24 toughness.
And I am grappled, so I'll just go ahead and roll a stamina check. Because my toughness minus my powers and minus my defensive roll is stamina.
Yep.
7.
So that's a failure by 17.
I will quietly accept my state of unconsciousness.
Yep, you are kicked unconscious by the flying dragon mage. Which for our players following along at home who might be familiar with the Earth Prime setting, is the villainous version of Dragoneye, the martial artist mystic template from the Emerald City Knights book, part of the Sentinels normally.
Question for clarification.
Yeah.
Does this mark the first time that Ethan has gone unconscious because of the actions of someone else?
I think this
Yes.
is the first time I've been knocked out and it's not been my fault.
Yep.
I think you are correct. Yeah,
It is
I
a
was
milestone for Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
of sorts. Yeah.
Improvement.
Just call me
Progress.
Black Eye from now on.
So Seth is just holding like a limp body in his hand right now.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
I might throw it at somebody.
I was like, throw him at somebody.
That's what I do, right?
Please
That
don't.
seems like a bad choice.
Hey, now he's just a giant rock.
How did Ethan get captured by foe? I don't know. He went down heroically though.
Dr. Irons, back over on the other map.
Okay. Is portal still underneath Big Boy?
Nope, it's kind of an instantaneous thing.
Yep.
You were gonna punch him into it, weren't you?
Yeah. I was really wanting to do that, but that's fine. Okay. Then
But,
the little
you know, there is both a Gargantua and a Lord Quake right there for the punching.
yeah. So I mean, Big Boy is just big. The smaller one is the one causing the earthquakes, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna go after a little obnoxious one with
Great value, Sandman. And
Flavor.
Family Dollar Hulk.
do I want to do ground strike? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for ground strike. Jump over and go.
Okay.
Um,
So the ground strike, you can actually hit both of them because it's an area effect.
yeah, for once, AOE for the win. Okay.
Yep.
Now, well, can she also use the fact that I've got a sheet of ice there that she can turn them into like shrapnel?
No, but it does make it harder for them to make the dodge safe to take half damage.
Unless they roll a 17.
17 for Lord Quake. Gargantua would have to roll an 18 because the DC for her AoE is 20.
I don't need to.
You don't have to roll anything, but click it so I can see what the DC is.
Nope, I'm not clicking the right thing. This is not my day. Ground strike.
All right. Oh, ground strike is actually the one that knocks people down and possibly stunned. It's the foot stomp that does the damage to both of them.
Okay, well, I'm still doing ground strike on Sandman.
Okay. All right. So he has to make a fortitude save and gets a 31. So he is unfazed by your ground strike. Gargantua, on the other hand, gets a 17. So he is dazed and hindered in addition to being hindered and vulnerable. So he's also dazed. Gargantua is not having a good day.
Oh, good. Very bad day for him.
Where did you jump over to do that?
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Yes. Come on, mouse. I go. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so kind of right between the two of them.
Yeah.
I like it.
Hard to spot, but
I'm yelling at her to do the superhero landing.
Meanwhile, in the sky.
Meanwhile, back at the docks.
Dreadnought looks over at Professor C holding the unconscious Crucible.
Yep.
And says, I remember you. I didn't like that earlier.
You should learn how to use your own tech.
I'm a fast study. And he opens up his cannon on you. Because,
when Crucible went unconscious,
yes.
Over the comms, there would have been, Crucible is down, we need evac.
Okay.
Just for the record, because Seth wouldn't just be like, load it all, we're good.
Sure.
It's all fine here.
Wait, did you say that like I could hear it?
It's over the comms,
Over the
yes.
comms, so yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you specifically just like called like the tower saying like, Aegis, we need help.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, good Lord, he did it again.
Will a 27 hit?
Hit me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a DC 27 toughness save.
Cool. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Yikes.
Oh, by the way, Aaron, just in the being generally a distracted person, forgot to mention as part of my turn, Portal does take a free action to go. Tommy, are you okay?
Okay. So what'd you roll, Wiki?
It's 26.
Okay.
That was a hero point reroll, so there's a hero point on the table.
All right, yeah, because that first roll was a
It was crap. Well, we're just not going to talk about it.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's a bruise.
That is a hit, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're shot by the cannon. You realize that the penetration on that cannon is definitely enough to seriously hurt you. But you roll with it.
Yep. Not important right now.
Yeah.
What is important is that I think there's still 2 more people between me and my turn.
Are there?
Oh no, that is Dreadnought. Never mind. There's still one more person.
There's only one more person on your map between you and your turn.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll both get captured. That'd be fun.
It'd be different.
Maybe one of them will do a killing blow. We'll have to deal with the aftermath of Crucible's untimely demise.
No. All right.
Not everyone is you, Alex.
So Gargantua is dazed as well as being hindered and vulnerable, which would normally mean that he could only move or attack. However, Dr. Irons obligingly moved herself directly up to him. So
I'm sure that's fine.
He's going to try to punch you with a big giant fist. Ooh, that might miss. Will a 15 hit your parry?
Ouch. I got 16.
Hell by one.
Your sound is acting up again.
Shit. Fucking hells. Sorry. Is it better if I yell?
Oh, we heard that.
Oh.
So what's your parry?
16.
He will miss. Slams a big giant fist down, and Dr. Irons, you're reminded of some of the larger creatures you fought in the Nether Realm, and you easily kind of pirouette away from it.
I was gonna say, I feel like she would like sashay or something away from him. Like,
She's not a dancer. She is not a dancer.
Okay, fine. You don't pirouette away, but you step away from it.
Definitely going to be like, ooh, don't get your dust on me.
This is a new suit.
Bursting out of one of the buildings, slightly to the east and north, there is a large gorilla that breaks through with a
Oh
bellow
my God.
carrying bags full of diamonds.
Freaking Apex, man.
And the gorilla screams, "I have the loot, Quake. Get us out of here."
Now it's Quake's turn.
And now it's Quake's turn.
I just want to punch him.
Trying to fuck, that is actually a
Monkey's a bitch.
that is a move action for him. Fantastic. He is going to open up a cave or tunnel in the center of the intersection. And then he is going to cause a piece of the ground to fly up from the ground and fly towards Kiona.
Now she really wants to punch him.
So wait, so he's throwing a chunk of earth at me?
Yep.
That's rude as fuck.
He's a super villain.
Rude. If he was trying to convince me to be his queen, he should have punched somebody else.
um,
I'm assuming I have to dodge it.
no, it's just a damage effect. And it's perception range, so it will hit you. It is a DC 26 toughness save.
Also, Starslayer redeemed a hydrate for everybody in chat.
I already did it. I was paying attention, just so you guys are aware.
I'm sorry. I was busy trying to keep your boyfriend from dying.
No, you weren't.
Wait, so what am I doing? Toughness.
Make a toughness save because a piece of rock just hit you.
Bullshit.
Wait, no. Oh, so her boyfriend you care about. That's what I meant to say.
Why is it not working?
I don't know.
Where's the button? What the French toast? Hold on, I'm gonna hit a random button and see if it maybe is just my. Okay, it's my character sheet. Just kidding. Hold on, let me open it back up.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure it wasn't something else. Toughness. There we go. Now I'm cooking with gasoline.
What was your total?
28.
Okay. So the rock hits you, but shatters harmlessly around your icy protection.
Bitch,
Fiona,
this is a new costume.
Fiona, you're up. Isn't it always a new costume technically since you manifest it?
Yeah, I changed them. We went to the Diamond District, so I made it sparklier.
Oh, okay.
I just figured you were still fighting in your prom dress.
I
No,
thought so too.
no.
I did too, actually.
I'm still wearing the makeup. Like I've still got like my face is all done up and my hair is all done up. So like I look extra bedazzled, but then I just like added some sparkles on my outfit. So I'm definitely going to punch him.
All right. So you're going to fly over and hit him with your big old ice weapon.
Yeah, I want to do the, I really want to make some ice swords, but I'm not going to.
Going to make the Hulk hands out of ice.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to punch him.
Go for it.
Can I do a flurry of snowballs at one person and just hit him like 8 times?
Depends on how much you hit him by. But yes, that is exactly the point of multi-attack, is if you target a single person, however much you beat their defenses by, you do additional damage.
I'm gonna do that. I've not done that yet.
You have not.
So I'm just gonna come screaming at him like, this was a new fucking costume. And then I'm gonna try and punch him.
Doing the flurry of snowballs.
Yep.
All right.
So a 25?
25 against his current dodge of 13. So that will add 5 to the damage. So it's a DC 29 for his toughness save.
And this is what I see. This was a new fucking
Are you
costume.
fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
He's very tough.
Oh my god. I hate this guy so freaking much.
So he looks at you and says, it's not too late to reconsider.
If he touches me, I'm gonna just like, oh my god, I'm so mad right now.
So keep in mind that
I really want to punch him.
this guy, you can't seem to hurt him at all.
No, and it just makes me more and more angry.
And for the 49th time since you've known him, your boyfriend is unconscious.
He's always hitting on me every time, too.
I resent the
Oh.
implication. Maybe Keone likes her men with the fortitude of a paper bag.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Paper bag seems kind of strong in comparison.
Maybe a
So-
wet paper bag?
Yeah.
Back in the sky, Fireball was going to try a actual fire blast instead of a mental blast against Crucible, but Crucible seems to be unconscious. So I think he's going to instead try a mental blast on Professor C.
Okay.
Professor C, I need you to give me a will save.
But I don't wanna. It's a
But
15.
which consciousness is he trying to affect?
It's a mental blast. The split personalities does not matter.
It
in this
doesn't
case.
matter. Oh Lord.
So that is fail by 7. So that is a bruise and a daze.
Oh, phew. Thought he was gonna like start using your robot arms and just like dump Ethan out of your hands.
It doesn't
Nope.
sound like it's a control thing. It sounds like it's a hurt thing.
It's a hurt
Wow.
thing. It's not mind control. It's
He really hurt your feelings.
My
Yeah.
brain.
Back in the Diamond District, hopping out of another one of the buildings is a metallic woman wearing a hooded outfit who also breaks through a wall and starts walking over towards the pit.
He should look familiar.
She does. I mean, she was wearing an orange last time you saw her, but
What was she? Who was this?
It doesn't look familiar to you.
Oh, okay.
Would look familiar to Carol.
it would look very familiar to Carol.
She was right up in her business.
Yep.
Bitch. Sorry.
Yeah, that one.
That bitch.
Oh,
Okay, but where is she?
She's by the pit.
there she is.
Wait,
Okay,
where is
yeah.
the pit then? Because okay, there's the pit.
Down the street.
Yep, I see it.
Monkey Boy's about to jump in it.
And so is she.
Yeah.
Are Monkey Boy and her carrying anything?
They sure
Monkey
are.
Boy has stuff. He's like, I got the loot. Mer."
Cut the
And so
loop her.
She didn't say anything, but she is also carrying bags. Professor C, back over in the docks. What do you want to do?
I would like to pull the arm with Ethan in closer to me,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to go into a controlled dive straight into the ocean.
Makes sense.
I would like it to look like, I don't know if this is something I can do. I would like it to look like whatever Fireboy and Dreadnought did essentially knocked me out of the sky.
Sure. Give me a deception check.
I'll be attempting this. I'm not good at deception.
Well, it may not be anyone close enough to see you may not be good at insight.
22. Wow.
It's a good roll.
That was a really good roll.
Fireball buys it. Dreadnought buys it. And the Son of the Dragon buys it. Yeah, they all seem
And I will go straight down
Uh-huh.
as far as my 120 feet will allow.
Sure. You may do so. Portal.
So once again, creating portals is technically a free action, but I'm doing so many it probably should count as an action. You let me know.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to do is create a portal kind of right here behind Gargantua.
Mhm.
That's going to be, 1,000 feet up above our friend right here. And I'm going to say over the comm, hey, Doc Irons, have fun. Then I'm going to place a portal over their escape route that leads to the same. It's like 1,001 feet. It's going to be above the other one. So they can choose to jump in that if they really want to. And then I'm gonna say over the comms to Professor C, I am on my way.
We're in the ocean.
And I am just 2 miles at a time making my way over to the docks. And while I'm going, I'm saying, Tommy, come in. Are you okay?
And his response will be, yeah, just flying and following the trackers.
And so I imagine by the end of the round, I'll make it to the other map.
That seems reasonable.
And then I think that should probably just go ahead and end my turn.
Can you maintain portals if you're outside of their range?
Ooh, I do not. I don't know. Let me look at the because the portals themselves are within range of each other. But that is a good question. The portal is 6 feet across. It is 23. It says it remains open as long as I concentrate. And since I'm not creating it outside of my range, I would argue, yeah, but I'll spend the hero point if you want me to.
I'm not going to ask for a hero point. I'm going to ask for not this turn, but every turn that you're trying to maintain it while it's out of your range, a will save to keep it going.
Okay, sounds fair.
So this round, it's good. Beyond that, you're going to have to make basically a will save to continue to concentrate on it as you're straining your abilities.
Yep. And the ones that are leading me down towards the dock, I'm closing those as I'm running through them. I'm not keeping those open.
Sure. No, I figured that. Okay. I'll move you to the other map then.
You should probably actually just keep me on both maps, but put me down in like the corner where nobody can see.
Well, I can't put your view on both maps.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can put a token for you on the other map, but I can't have you able to see both maps at the same time.
Gotcha.
Well, our map isn't much of a map, so
That's true. It's not. Okay. All right. So that's what the portal's doing. Cyber Knight. Well, you guys can't see what Cyber Knight's doing because she's up in the sky and you're down in the water.
Yep.
Crucible goes glub glub.
Do I start drowning?
Not this turn. I'm going to assume that there is some level of, your suit gives you some oxygen.
Or at the very least, blocks the water from flooding in.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to say this turn you're not, but if you're still unconscious and underwater next turn, it is going to be a concern.
Wait, why is he underwater? What happened? What did I miss?
Pay attention!
The octopus flew him into the water.
Oh, I definitely missed that part.
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
All right. Death Magnetic is off the screen. Son of Dragon is off the screen. Dr. Irons, you're up.
Portal right behind him that if I knock him into it, he'll come down 1,000 feet on top of the very squishable man, right?
I mean, it's debatable how very squishable the guy on the ground is. But
Okay, fine.
Yes.
But when you look through the portal behind the big guy, you see you from 1,000 feet up.
Yeah, cool. All right, then is this an unarmed attack? I just want to slug the shit out of him and push back.
So but your intent is less even doing damage to him and more
Yeah, so
pushing
maybe
him through, right?
yeah.
I thought you had an attack that did knock back.
Yeah, that's the foot stomp.
No, I don't think you have anything that by default does knockback. It's more of you don't have a move object effect. It's just
Punch
so
him in the throat.
The way I would like to handle it would be also because of his size, it is harder to move him than it is normal. I think probably the fairest way to do it would be a contest of strength.
Okay.
So D20 plus your strength versus D20 plus his strength.
Right.
So you can just click on your strength and it should roll it.
Right. $36. Not a very good roll.
No. Would you like to use a hero point?
That's what I was thinking.
I thought I remembered you having an ability that did knock back.
My hero
Nope.
point.
Okay. Roll again.
Aha. 47.
27.
47.
Oh, I thought you said
You will beat Gargantua by 1.
He got a 46?
Oh my god!
Awesome. Well worth that hero point. Okay. Get in there, big boy.
So yeah, what's maximum falling damage?
It is rank 16.
Rank 16. So DC 31 toughness save.
Yep, to both of them.
To both of them, right? Yeah. Don't love that. Let me turn off the GM roll so you guys can see these to make this nice and fair.
Let's say I moved out of the way somewhere.
I'm assuming yes.
Just put me right there.
Yes.
So that is a stagger on Gargantua. And Lord Quake got a natural 20 on his toughness.
Wow, I'm really starting to hate that dude.
But he is, on the other hand, he is underneath Gargantua, who is very prone. Yep. So that wasn't great for them.
So I have hindered. Yeah, move it -1 speed rank. Do I have enough movement to like go towards the hole with the other two?
Sure, you can make a leap over there without a problem.
Just say I land right there.
All right.
There's a cigar when you need one, because I really need it to get across. I love it when a plan comes together.
What Dreadnought is doing is also a mystery, because the only people who can see him are Portal's there now. I'm going to say, Portal, you can see that Dreadnought calls out to the other villains who are flying in formation with him, or the ones who were hovering over where the heroes dived into the water. And they are all flying off to the southeast from where you currently are.
Do they have anything in their hands?
Nope.
Okay. Is there a container anywhere around?
Not that you see.
Okay. I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, because no one ever told you that it blew up and then Death Magnetic dropped it into the water.
Not important right now.
No, completely understandable they didn't tell me, but I'm still like, wait, wasn't there a container or something?
I blew it up.
Okay. Gargantua, who is staggered, is only going to get to his feet this turn.
Wait, where did the little guy go? Did he get squished?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but he survived. But he survived the roll. He made the toughness save.
Yeah. But the little guy does kind of scream at him, "Get off of me, you dolt!" So yeah, Gargantua gets to his feet, but that's it for him. Apex is smart enough to look at that portal and realize what's that it perspective, it shows the ground from about 1,000 feet up, and go, perhaps we need to find another way out of here. He also then looks to Dr. Irons. And it's like, I don't want to do this.
Who?
Who's talking, bud?
Huh?
I don't know. Don't worry about it.
Who's looking at my wife?
Apex says, I don't want to do this.
Watch it, monkey boy.
Do it.
So Apex is going to leap to the north and grab the police car and hoist it over his head. And that's all he can do because
You want
that's
to put that down now.
Huh?
I said, sir, you want to put that down now.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
She gives him the mom look.
I mean, or we can have a row. It's up to you, but I suggest you put that down now.
I'm going to count to 3.
You make your own decisions, but no, there will be consequences.
Lord Quake is going to, after Gargantua gets off of him, is going to look at the Kione who is right next to him and who just pelted him with snowballs. And he's going to haul off and hit you.
Snow fists, by the
Snow
way.
fists.
Snow fists.
Fine. In any case, he's still going to haul off and hit you.
Wonderful.
Will a 21 hit you?
Fuck.
Pretty
What
sure.
am I basing it on? Because I'm
Your
pretty
parry
sure.
plus 10.
Yes, it will hit me.
Okay. That is a DC 30 toughness save.
Yikes on
Rude.
trikes.
I hate it here. Oh my God! I got a 31.
Okay. You are unharmed.
So the jewelry store heist is a battle of ones, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But he is then going to sink into the ground.
Chicken.
I mean, I think Keone's a 10, but that's just me.
He says while gasping for air.
I hope he's not gasping. He's going to drown more quickly.
That's true. So that's Apex and Lord Quake. Keone. There's a Gargantua who's barely on his feet next to you, and a metal lady that you can see near Dr. Irons, and a giant monkey who just went to the north.
Wait, where did the monkey go?
To the north.
How far north? Oh, there he is. Okay. He's like just out of my view.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, where?
The giant monkey is also holding a police car.
Are there people in the police car?
Not at the moment.
Or is he just like aggressively shaking his fist?
What do you
like...
mean not at the moment? Is he going to put people in it?
I was thinking, so I'm thinking this monkey's standing there with a car in his hand just going, get off my lawn.
On the other hand,
Don't
there's a
climb
couple
building
of
for that,
cops
sir.
not far from him who he might throw it at.
You folks are getting in the police car.
What do you want to do, Keone?
I'm your Uber. Get in.
Better tip. I mean, if he's already like mucked up, like I feel like that's beating a dead horse. Like I don't want to keep hitting him. I really wanted to punch Earth Guy again. This time I was actually gonna hit him.
I mean, I will point out that if you don't take down Gargantua, he is still capable of hitting you very, very hard.
I will punch him.
And it'll be the first time we've captured him if we can take him down.
That is true.
I'm like very bitterly punching him because I would much rather be punching the other guy.
Fair.
I'm gonna try the flurry of snowballs at him again.
Okay.
Well, not him again. I'm gonna try it again and see if it works. Because he's what? Hindered, vulnerable.
Yeah, no, he's hindered, vulnerable. He's no longer prone.
Okay.
And staggered.
Staggered. Okay. All right. Here goes nothing. And that'll be a hero point that I shall
Right.
use.
Okay.
Wait, no, what were you gonna say?
No, nothing.
It's fine.
No.
Nope, you're fine. It's
Fine
fine.
here.
Do your thing.
Okay. Y'all are very suspicious. I hope you are aware of that. Bunch of jerks.
You're suspicious of Ross.
Mother.
So that becomes a 25 because it was less than a 10 on the die. So you will get more than 3 degrees of success. So that becomes a 29 on his toughness save.
He's gonna get a 30. Jerk.
No, he'll get a 24,
Yes. Oh my god, thank Jesus.
which does keep him dazed.
Oh my god. Should have just
You wanna move?
encased him. Well, no, because if he's not like down, like, oh
Okay.
my god. You guys are
Nope.
stressing me out. Kiona just wants to punch things.
Makes
Things
sense.
won't let her punch them.
She is a woman of simple needs.
It's funny that people don't want to let you punch them. I don't know why that was.
Just bitter about it.
The metallic woman looks around, does a quick bit of assessment, is going to toss her bag of jewels over to Apex's feet, leaps in front of Carol.
Darn it. I was hoping she'd get in the car.
That would be funny.
That's kind of cool.
And she is going to attempt to grab Dr. Irons.
Okay, let's do this.
Dr. Irons throwing her kitty at her.
Not this one.
Do you have one that's meaner?
No, one that's like giant. He's 17
Oh.
pounds.
That's a big kitty.
And he's
Oh my
not
God.
a chunky boy. He's just a very large cat.
My dog
What
weighs
am I
10
doing?
pounds.
Dr. Irons, I'm going to give you a hero point because she is going to go fatigued and try that again.
She gonna fuck you up.
He really wants to hold you close.
Tiny dancer.
We've already established that Carol's not a dancer.
Tony Danza?
Pretty sure Carol's also not Tony Danza.
No.
I'm
no,
quite
the
certain
only
that-
person that can ever get Carol to dance is
Cyrus.
Cyrus.
I've never seen Carol and Tony dance in the same place at the same time, though.
True.
All right. That is a 20 to grapple you. Does that succeed?
That against my parry again?
Yes. Yep, 10 plus your parry.
That succeeds. Still
Okay.
have 16.
I need you to make a strength check to resist the grapple.
Ah.
We can't
Son
see
of-
It doesn't sound like it's good.
3.
33. It's a freaking 19 on your die. Yeah, she grabs you, but you are able to easily shake it off.
Take it off.
Can I just be like, no, and toss her towards the portal behind
No.
her?
Just be like, no, no means no.
You would have to
Like
grab
a-
her yourself. But
Go.
yeah, so she grabs you and you just kind of shrug out of her grip.
Some escape. Haha.
Oh, bad villain. No touch.
Professor C, you are underwater with an unconscious Crucible.
Okay. Have I gotten the message that portal's here?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember, we've established that your comms have basically a GPS and
Right,
direction.
right. I'm
And I did
Cool.
specifically say that I was on my way.
Right.
because I know normally I would stay under a little longer, but I know that My teammate is unconscious and does not breathe water.
And he's unable to hold his breath while he's unconscious. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So I will come up out of the ocean.
Okay. You come up out of the ocean, well, the bay, near the shore where Portal currently is, because Portal doesn't fly. And you can all just sort of barely make out the dots receding into the distance of the supervillains flying away.
Okay. I will make a note of the direction in which they're heading.
Okay.
And then I will send off a notification to the DoD that their shipping container was destroyed, and I will give them shipping coordinates for retrieval.
Okay.
Is it just bottom of the ocean, my B?
No, I mean, like,
Now, the specific coordinates.
Yeah.
All right. Portal.
So she just gave the coordinates of where she was.
Of where the container, the cargo container was, yeah, sent off to the DoD.
Okay.
How do you portals
I'm
work
gonna go
in water?
over. I'm gonna go over and I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot I can do at this point. But what I can do is, I'm actually going to create a series of portals to get us back to the other fight.
Sure.
And at that point, I will be back within range of the other portals that I created.
That is true. All right.
And then I'm just gonna do my redirecting warp when I get back to the stage.
Okay.
I just be like, are we good? Okay.
I mean,
When you're ready to get back into the fight, follow me.
I guess
at the second portal point, I'm going to suggest that we drop our unconscious friend off, because I don't want to take him into a fight unconscious. That seems dumb.
Oh, yeah, you're carrying him. You're welcome to do. I mean, Portal was honestly assuming you would just leave him right there at the dock.
Please don't leave me here. Please open a portal to the tower.
Bad
He
guys
just
are
comes
going
out of the
away.
water and just like, ew, and just like.
You know
flaps
what?
it.
You know
I mean,
what
I cannot open a portal to the tower. It's too far away.
You know what Seth could do? Is
What
leave
could
you
Seth-
in the lab. His lab.
which is near the dock.
Yeah, it's essentially on the docks.
Did they
Right.
steal the shipping container from you?
No.
No. I would not let you blow up my lab. It would blow up itself the second somebody tried to. So yeah, Seth could do that. Leave him in the Octalab and then join you.
Sure. All right. So Crucible's unconscious. Doc Irons.
I want to toss her into the portal, so she goes bloop.
Okay. So you'll first have to grapple her.
Okay. That is grab
Yep.
29.
No, wrong number.
Shoot. Oh no, the 12. That's
The
shitty.
12.
Can I? I'm gonna reuse this hero point you just gave me.
Okay.
Come on, mouse. Dang it. Grab you. Haha, 24.
That will grab her. So now she has to make a strength check against your 29 to attempt to not be grabbed. And she will just fail it. So she is hindered and vulnerable, but that is enough that if you'd like to fatigue yourself for an extra action, you could throw her through the portal.
Do it.
Or you can hold her for a turn and hope that she's still held, and then you can throw her next turn.
Do it. Throw her. Throw her.
I already have a couple of conditions going on. I don't think that's smart.
Fatigue
Roar.
just means you move at half speed.
Yeah. Just throw her.
Fuck it. Throwing her.
There
All right.
we go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask for you to throw because it's easy to hit a 15-foot portal. So she will attempt a toughness save. DC 31 again, because we've established that it's way up high. And she will fail by 16. So she is unconscious as she hits the ground, unconscious, right next to Keone and Gargantua.
Does she take Gargantua?
You know what? Because I find it funny, sure. So Gargantua will also have to make a toughness save. Yeah, he can still make a 31. He can make pretty close. He'll take another bruise.
Good Lord.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
All right,
This guy's
so
bleeding out from a paper cut.
Doc Irons, that's your standard action. You can still take a move action if you'd like.
Go punch the ape.
Yeah, I was about to say, where'd that monkey
To your north.
individual go?
He's straight north from you.
Oh, come on. Ah, there he is. Come here. I'm not done with you.
Say you could leave, sir.
I'm guessing that's about how far I can get with the...
Having to go around the corner, yeah.
Yeah, plus being fatigued and hindered.
Right.
That was a small leap. Oh well.
Gargantua
Catch my breath.
is still would like to punch Keone because he hasn't yet noticed that Portal and Dr. C are here. Or Professor C. So yeah, Gargantua is gonna punch you.
Oh my God. Are you
We've established a 23 will hit you, so that is a DC 31 toughness save.
You're fine. It's fine.
Yes, Gargantua literally punches you as hard as terminal velocity.
I just want to take notice that I have
I'm
not
gonna go
gotten
ahead and redirect that.
any injuries.
You may attempt to redirect that.
Will a 29 redirect it? I think that was a 23 to hit, right?
It sure was. Where would you like to
Yeah.
redirect it to?
Oh, thank
I
God.
think he's the only one I can actually see at the moment. So we're
He
just
is.
going to have him punch himself in the back of the head.
All right, make your
Why
attack
keep
roll.
hitting yourself? Why keep hitting yourself?
Keone's got a Spartan
He's,
kick him
he's
into the
big, so
portal.
hopefully a 17 will hit him.
17 will hit him, especially because he's still vulnerable.
Excellent. So he needs to make the DC 31 toughness save.
I don't like that.
He should have thought about that before he hit himself.
Yeah.
That is
Oh.
a failure by 11. He is already staggered, so that will take him down.
He just knocked himself. He just cold cocked himself.
Nice.
That's what you get, bitch. Well, it would have felt much more satisfying to the stupid Earth guy, but whatever.
Apex looks over to you, Professor or Dr. Irons, and says, "You can try to take me down, or you can save those officers." And he throws the car over you, trying to land it onto the police officers.
Can
And I
I
would
see?
hope-
Can I
Thank
see this?
you.
Can I
No,
see?
you can't see through a building.
I did. Well, that's just I wasn't clear if there was a full-on building. If
I
that's
thought we were on top of a building, so wouldn't he possibly?
I'm not anymore.
I have definitely been down in the street. Like,
Yeah, I'm just confirming that this is actually a building and not like, a half
parking lot
half
or
like
something.
brick wall
Yeah.
or something like that.
Nope, that's a building.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's throwing the car at the police officers.
I know.
Can I interject?
Catch it. Or
What?
Can I interject?
How?
I don't know. I just want to jump over there and put up a shield around them.
You can't see it. You're not aware of it.
Fuck. Hmm.
I think the only warning you get is Carol being like, "You son of a."
Yep. Carol, do you have interpose as an advantage?
Have athletics.
Huh?
I do not have interpose, but my athletics is really high.
Okay.
Is it something where I can snatch the two officers out of the way better than like catch the car?
No, the issue is more that I don't, without hero points, I don't know if they're. Alex, help me remember rules. Can you fatigue to instant counter, or do you need the hero point?
You need the hero point to instant counter.
Ooh.
Well, that makes your choice simple. You can go after him.
Can't stop the car.
But
Nope.
oh, I was yeah, you need a hero point to get the interpose advantage too. So
Yeah.
You would hope that the officers would be like, "Oh shit, there's a car coming. I will get out of the way."
Well,
Well,
yeah, but
It's being thrown at them at a speed that
They don't have time to react.
yeah.
Well,
I don't
we got
know
to
if
go.
he-
you could
get
use here's what you
pushed.
could do. You could use extra effort to power stunt some kind of deflect power if you can explain it with your powers in a way that makes sense.
Can I?
Just jump into the path of the car.
Well, I was thinking one of them.
Unless it's an area of
Yeah, my
effect
foot
attack.
stomp. My foot stomp is
It's
30
not.
or 30 feet long. So what if I foot stomp him to make him stumble so he doesn't aim well with the car?
They don't want that to work. That's what that sign means.
No, it really is. I'm trying to see what extra effort can do, because without a hero point would let her do a lot more. But you don't have any hero points at the moment.
Yeah, and I don't think you can use extra effort on not your turn. Also, technically.
Yeah.
Yep, can't
Well,
be
shit.
performed anytime during the hero's turn, but is limited to
That
once
makes
per
sense.
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not directly engaging me with the car. He's technically engaging the police officers with the car. So
Yeah.
it's not even like.
Which that also would change his action, because his whole goal is not to fight you. He wants to distract you.
Get away.
But would he know that she can't stop it?
If you want, Aaron, you can give her a hero point and say that he gets away, and then give her some hang time as the car is approaching to try and do something about it on her turn.
I like that idea. Thank you. So yes, he's throwing a car at you. I'm giving you a hero point to cover his escape, and you will be able to react to the car on your turn before the car hits the poor, helpless police officers.
Okay, fine, agreed.
Ogre got there in the least amount of steps, but also in the most fucky way.
Well, I don't have the chat open.
Oh, extra effort.
Extra effort, power stunt, enhanced advantage, interpose.
Oh yeah, no, that would do it, Fan Lanky, wouldn't it?
As long as if you could use extra effort not on your turn, yeah.
But you can't do that not on your turn.
Right.
So.
And she could only interpose for one of them.
Not both.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. This is fine. This is fine.
All right. So Apex tosses a car and leaps away, giving Dr. Irons a hero point, assuming that she's going to try to stop the car instead of go after the monkey.
Oh, you didn't hear sound.
I lost my sound.
No, I
No,
think
not
Joe
you.
did.
Oh, it's me again.
Okay.
Apex is so elusive.
The thing is that he's much smarter than people tend to give him credit for.
For a
And
giant
really, I mean,
gorilla,
it just
he
comes down to the
moves-
fact that he's a dick.
There's that too.
Yeah, for a giant gorilla, he moves pretty quickly.
What do you mean for a giant gorilla? Gorillas are fast.
Fast as fuck.
But
Portal.
like he like moves agilely.
Yes.
Portal.
Yeah, that's still a gorilla.
Have you ever seen a gorilla move?
Portal.
Yes.
Would you like to give me a perception check?
I'd certainly like to try to give you one. 16.
Okay.
Sure, you can. You can give a perception check.
I'm
can
going to
see
go ahead
that
and
there's a
spend, I'm
thing.
gonna go ahead and spend a hero point on this.
Okay.
Feels important.
It does.
And Jesus Christ.
And still get a 16.
Did you roll an 11?
1 on my hero point.
So it becomes an 11. So still a 16.
Yep.
Okay. So you don't notice Lord Quake come up out of the ground until it's too late to do anything about it. And Lord Quake is going to try to, slug you.
Okay. And I'm
Um,
assuming this means that I'm not going to be able to redirect.
yes,
That's
that,
cool.
that's why there was the stealth
Yeah.
check. Because
Has Portal ever actually been punched?
No.
No.
I was
almost,
gonna
yeah, I
say
don't
you've
think so.
always been like, because you're always like
But
just
your
like,
dodge is still pretty high.
Oh,
Or your-
yeah. My dodge is still, I mean, he's going to have a hard time still.
Your parry's still pretty high, so.
That's
But
his
that'll-
purpose.
That'll just hit it, though.
Eh.
I'm about to go unconscious. So let's see here.
oh my god, he's gonna pull an Ethan.
Welcome to the club.
I know you can't make a 30, but you can definitely make a high enough toughness save to not go unconscious.
Yeah, I really spent that hero point too soon.
Probably.
I'm just looking to see. Yeah, 25. That's my parry. All right. Whoa! I got a 26. I failed by only 4.
So that's just a bruise, just a hit.
Damn.
I'm going to give you a hero point though, because he is going to punch you hard enough to knock you back a ways.
Okay.
No additional damage, but give yourself the prone condition.
Okay.
As basically you roll with it, which is why you go flying. But
Yes. Well, and I've got defensive roll, so that makes absolute sense.
yep.
Like you turn into like a roly poly.
That was
Armadillo.
Quake's turn. Keone,
Oh, armadillo. That's a good one.
you
So,
can see.
I was gonna say, Avi, I see this happening.
Yeah.
And Avi, I'm gonna be super pissed.
Uh-huh.
And Avi, I'm gonna be like, shit. I am just gonna keep trying to punch him and nothing's gonna happen. So none of my effects are affecting him anymore, correct? So he's fine now.
Yes, he is no longer hindered or vulnerable because he's sunk into the ground.
Right, he disappeared.
Is this guy made of? Does he look like he's made of earth?
Pretty close. Like you think there is some flesh there, but you're not certain.
It would probably be similar to me in the ice.
Yeah.
Like I'm not made of ice, but like I've got ice protection.
Ice in her veins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for
yeah.
the record, I am not on this
You're all the way
Right.
to the left.
initiative order.
Oh, no, you okay.
Oh,
The
you
initiative
are.
tracker.
You're just not visible to you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to attempt to do the flurry of punches against him again. This is gonna work at some point in time.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking make this work at some point in time.
Oh, geez. We need to take our break. But Let's see if you can take him down.
I was gonna say, do you want to take our break before I punch him? Because I
No.
would gladly do that.
Let's punch him first and see what happens.
See how badly I messed this up. Wait, what is the go exhausted? Like, how do I do that? I forget how to do that.
It's just
Do it on the regular. So
yeah. I mean, you can become fatigued to get extra effort.
and all that means is just I move slower, correct?
Correct.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that.
So that can either let you take an additional action, or you could increase the rank of your power by 1, or
I want to increase the rank of my power by 1.
okay.
I don't know what that means or if I need to push any extra buttons,
Nope.
but I'm gonna push the button.
Okay.
That doesn't look good.
That reaction is not pleasing to me.
Would you like to tell them what you rolled?
No.
I'm gonna guess she rolled a 1.
That bad?
They didn't roll a 1. Rolled a
That's
2.
11.
Yeah.
The
That one
last 11.
So Professor C, you are here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I hate it here.
Did Keone not come over here to do that?
I mean, I am.
I
I'm
thought she
coming
was.
over.
I was to say I thought she was punching.
Yeah.
I didn't know she had
didn't move
stretchy
yet.
powers.
Yeah. I just like aggressively come at him and just fucking miss.
But we're gonna. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna do anything, but we're gonna find out. I would like to go fatigued to do a power stunt.
Okay.
I would like to spray this person with water.
Is that the water
Using-
from Ethan's lungs?
So essentially,
Yeah, no, I see what you're thinking.
essentially using my fire suppression system
Uh-huh.
to water him down and see what happens.
Are you trying to turn him into mud?
I mean, let's find out.
Easier to freeze.
Yeah.
Accurate. More water, more freezy.
All right.
We never told Keone not to stab anyone.
Let's
Yes,
get
we
him
have
wet and see what
repeatedly.
happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna say make a ranged attack if the most appropriate.
Uh,
Bro?
throw probably. Yeah, that.
Sure.
I'm throwing water on him. Essentially, spraying him like a fire hose. Let's see what happens.
Like he's just peeing on him.
23.
That'll hit him. But yet you get him wet.
Just
If he
like, what the shit?
Does it look
If
like
he
it's
looks
soaked
like
in?
he's made of what? I'm a scientist, y'all. He looks like he's made of earth. What happens when you get earth wet? It
He
goes
made an
poopy.
assumption. He made an assumption. He
I-
created a testing system.
I had a hypothesis.
A
Yes.
hypothesis.
And
We're going through the scientific method.
That's
Into-
right.
Yeah. Trial and error.
All right.
and then I'm going to move away from him because I just peed on him and I don't know if it did anything.
Fair. Portal.
He's a spray and pray.
I am going to go ahead and ask him to make a dodge save as I yell, dog pile.
That is a 15 on his dodge save.
Now I would like him to make a DC 31 toughness save as he falls onto these other two, Gargantua and the metal lady.
Yep. That is a 17. That is a fail by 14.
Oh, yikes.
So for my scientific journal, did that do anything?
What, the water?
Yeah.
It got him wet. He is
Okay,
as much
cool.
stone as he is earth.
Okay. Hey, you know what? sometimes you gotta.
Yep.
I mean, even
Yeah.
if you like, if he's stone and it soaks into any of the cracks, you can still freeze it, and that's going to be a problem because of the
Yeah.
expansion and contraction. Anyways,
That's a spray. You just spray and pray. Spray and pray.
Okay, so he lands on the two of them.
I
is
also would like to say that was why he didn't get out of the way of the portal, because he's like, what the hell?
What did did you pee on me? Dr. Iron.
Some of it splashed on Keone, and she's just like, "What the fuck?"
but do the things to stop the
Right,
stupid
yes.
car.
Give me we'll just call it a flat strength check.
Went to 7.
Okay, so the car comes hurtling at the police officers. Their lives flash before their eyes. One of them says, I was a week away from retirement.
Oh my
One of them
God.
says, I'm too old for this shit.
And you catch the car easily. It's well within your weight limit.
We can't hear you.
I forget how much I can pick up.
It's much more than a car.
I think it's 5 tons.
Yeah.
It could be- yeah. It's like I can't
I
remember.
think it's at least 5 tons.
You can juggle elephants.
Yeah.
If I really wanted to.
The elephants would not appreciate that.
No.
I don't know, they might like it.
Could she juggle an ape and a
Uh,
giant man?
Oh, I want to.
Lord Quake is going to look at all this nonsense, realize that he is outnumbered, and is going to roll off of his companions and sink into the earth. And I think there is where we will take our break.
Awesome. Well,
And make it a quick break because it's already after 9.
yes. We'll be back in just a few minutes, everybody.